Full, expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Santos now in a position far more desirable.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Pele. And that could set him on his way. That is great defending, so alert. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pele. Just about up to 75 minutes. Pele conjures time and space where few can. He is through here. Tries to play it through. Mbappe. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Now that's well seen too. Pele. That has been cut short. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? No foul, says the referee. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome. Messi! It's anyone's ball now. He'll try from distance. It's hit the uprights.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Good ball, good take.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Zanetti. And here's Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Berbatov. Now it's Neymar. Messi. And that's it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be, a ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. Things already rolling. Well, Jim, Vitor Baia is, of course, one of the most decorated goalkeepers of all time.
Yeah, and there's no doubt that...
Tries one from range! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, he's on his own! Best! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Best just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Now it's Messi. Zanetti. And here's Batistuta. Juli does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Batistuta. Spread it left. And he welcomes it in. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He'll try from distance! And that was precious close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Out of play for a throw. Pelé. Now it's Batistuta. This might spell danger, and he shoots! Goal! Santos!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Hullet. And he's managed to get rid. And reclaimed it in a trice. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Zanetti. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Batistuta. He's being urged to... Takes a shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Santos are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an...
Chance, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And the finish! Rijkaard is there, and he can get that clear. Not the most accurate pass. And that has put paid to that. Lovely chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Bronckhorst, done delicately. Floated through. That's good play. Pelé, and this is Pelé!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Messi. Edmilson. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's run loose here. It's Pele! No, not quite.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Neymar. A probing pass. That has been cut short. Best. Pele. It's played through for him. Towering header! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it's Batistuta. That's good running with the ball. And this is Batistuta. A header! It's a goal! And they are right back within touch! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Santos may be down, but not out just yet. Neymar. The ball's gone astray. Gullit. Gullit. Batistuta.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Can he get on the end of this? De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Messi. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's it, 45 minutes up.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Oh, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. So let's get the ball rolling. He's going to be disappointed with that. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Batistuta. And this is Pele. Giroud. And the counter is on. Pele conjures time and space where few can. And he's been shifted off it. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And Bronkhorst picks it up out wide. Batistuta. Neymar. Pele. And here's Batistuta. Great ball, and real chance! It's loose, and there's... Oh, what has happened here? Batistuta. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Shot a goal! It's a goal! Right back in the game! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking...
Shoots!
Público
Puskás.
presente na partida de hoje.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
55
And
espectadores.
Bastoni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Batistuta. Edmilson.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, he's been terrific effort! Off the post! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's going for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. He's a sharp little ball here. Pelé. And here's Messi. Edmilson. Hullet. Julie. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Look at the space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Santos really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And a header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substituição no time do Santos.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Camisa 9. Camisa 10.
That should get the job done.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 17.
And now a
camisa
sudden chance to
15,
counter.
Neymar. Camisa 19.
Now that's well seen too.
Camisa
Early
8.
ball out from the back.
Substituição.
And that was nowhere near his best. And he cuts out the supply.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Robertson venturing down the left. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Hullet. Deftly away. 5 minutes left on the clock.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nicely weighted ball. And he can thump it away. And they're back on the ball again. Thinks one through. And a chance! It's a loose ball. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
All hands on deck for this one. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Teremos 3
Defending
minutos
of the
acréscimo.
desperate variety.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is as far as it goes. Santos can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists.
Batistuta! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Santos with the corner, there first. Batistuta! That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Batistuta. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Santos have their second corner now. And he shoots! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Best duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
This is the time you need that pace.
Cherki. Cafu. And that interception was most necessary. Cafu made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now it's Batistuta. Santos leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And it's Berbatov. Oh, that's well spotted. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Milan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
He's found space here. Cafu. And they can counter here. Ibrahimovic. Well timed, excellent interception. Best. And it's Griezmann. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Foot in. And the pass is intercepted. Takes a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Best is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fernando Torres. Now Ibrahimovic. And it's gone back to the keeper, David De Gea, the great organiser of defence. Now that looks a decent ball. And here comes the corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Played out to the left flank. In by Met. Oh, great leap! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Cherki. Now it's Torres. Cherki. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Elects to cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, important interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Raul. Now it's Berbatov. Serginho. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he whips it in. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. And it's Ibrahimovic. He's had a shot! It's in! AC Milan are all square. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Batistuta. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now that is commitment to the cause. And this could be the final action of the first half. And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
It's a searching pass. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge...
Torres! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Raul. Oh, he's having a go! It's their second corner of the game. Oh, good climb! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Pele wins the duel this time. Nicely shaped ball. That's beautifully weighted. Best going face to face with his great rival. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Cafu engages and forces him off the ball. Best in acres of space out wide. Towering header! Goal! Santos! And they get themselves in front! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Santos are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Santos have their lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Milan
80.607
are looking to play
spettatori.
on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Raul. It's a goal kick.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Fernando Torres. Numero 20. Lasciano il campo
Van
per
Bronckhorst.
il numero 10. Il numero 29.
Rijkaard
Il numero
is
19.
always scanning the
Attenzione,
pitch
un
for
cambio.
targets. And this is Berbatov. And Berbatov! Just off target.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
That is good alertness. Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Spread it left. Neymar gets into a good position. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away. He's being urged to shoot. Hoisted in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste. Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15. Numero 27. Lasciano il campo per il numero
Milan
13.
really might just end up kicking themselves after that.
Il numero 14.
That could well have been it.
Xabi Alonso.
He's picked his way through. Çalhanoğlu! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that really should have been that.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Milan are looking to go forward now.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Tries to get it clear. And it's Xavi Alonso. Xavi Alonso. And it's Xavi Alonso. And here's Park Ji-sung. Now there's the clearance. And they're back on the ball again. Xavi Alonso. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rijkaard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should...
Berbatov! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Well, the corners keep on coming. This is their 8th of the game now. Cleared without hesitation. And this is Berbatov. And Berbatov! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
That's where it came from.
Ci saranno
Bronkhorst.
5 minuti di recupero.
He's having a hit! And again, he is at his elastic best. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Tries to pass it through, and he cuts out the supply. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. Dembele's cross. And that has been cleared. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Best making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
Dembele! Goal! Corinthians! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Santos are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Best going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's managed to gift it back. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Messi. Showing good feet. That is a brilliant interception.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Lookman. Oh, nice touch. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Caught offside that time. Griezmann. Rijkaard. Dembele. And it's Locatelli.
Santos really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Locatelli has created one goal already. Best.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Messi. And he welcomes it in. He's had a shot! Oh, good finish. Santos are all square. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substituição em andamento.
Santos choosing to make the first change. Griezmann, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Well, this could purely be down to rotation with the next game in mind, but he doesn't look very happy.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Locatelli, good purposeful running this. Locatelli with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Look at the space here. Bojan Kurkic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Good running, strong and purposeful, looking for options for movement. And this is Batistuta. And the shot! Goal! Santos! 200! It's the goal they all came to see. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Santos with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Locatelli. Santos have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Bojan Kurkic stood his ground strongly. Ferry getting this one clear. Robertson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Edmilson. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes, it's him again.
Minutos de acréscimo.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Ball in towards the middle. Van Dijk clears it away. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Santos are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Edmilson. Locatelli. Lookman. Can he finish? And that was very necessary. Lookman. Oh, that's nice. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Howson. Silvestre. Stood up well to him there. Rijkaard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Locatelli. Edmilson. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Messi. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti. Very nicely done. And he's in on goal. Silvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, can he get onto this? No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, Red, nice interception. Santos do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Edmilson.
Best really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Back towards the middle. Spread it left. Zakaria. And it's Ed Nielsen. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the... And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a delicate pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found space here. Oh, that's neat. And this is Berbatov. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made.
Berbatov! Oh, it's hit the post!
Santos really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's intervened well there. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Neymar knocks it into space. He's in a great position here. Played in, and a header! And how did he not put that away?
Berbatov fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Ah, he's given it away. They're urging him to shoot. Shot a goal! Goal! Santos! And they're back in front. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Santos have their lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive. Corinthians really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Silvestre kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's a searching pass. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
1 minute to add, according to the board. And it's Locatelli. And that was nowhere near his best. And that is that. Santos have done it with iron, with pragmatism.